Hello everyone, today we're talking about how Germany's travel advice for the US has changed over time. It's been quite a journey from strict warnings to much more relaxed guidance. Let's dive into the details. Back in early 2020, at the very beginning of the pandemic, Germany's advice was extremely strict. The US was quickly labeled a high-risk area. Non-essential travel was strongly discouraged, almost forbidden. Travelers returning from the US faced mandatory quarantines. Borders were often closed or severely restricted. The focus was entirely on preventing the spread of the virus and protecting public health. Then, as we moved into 2021, things started to shift slightly. With vaccines becoming available, Germany began to ease some rules for fully vaccinated individuals. The US was still often seen as a high-risk area, but exceptions for vaccinated travelers slowly emerged. Testing requirements remained very important for everyone, even those with shots. Different US states sometimes had different risk assessments, adding complexity. By 2022 and into 2023, we saw much more significant changes. The high-risk designation for most of the US was eventually removed. Travel advice became less about blanket bans and more about general health precautions. The emphasis moved towards personal responsibility. Standard travel advice, like checking for health insurance and understanding local laws, started to reappear prominently. Now, in 2024, the situation is almost back to pre-pandemic normal. Germany no longer has specific COVID-19 related travel warnings for the US. The advice is similar to what you'd find from many other countries. It focuses on standard considerations for any international trip. This includes checking current entry requirements, understanding visa rules, and having good health insurance. You should also be aware of local laws, potential crime rates, and natural disaster risks in the areas you plan to visit. COVID-19 is now treated like other common infectious diseases. The general advice is to practice good hygiene and stay home if you feel sick, just as you would with a cold or flu. In summary, Germany's travel advice for the US has transformed from strict do not travel warnings to standard, general travel guidance. It reflects the global shift in how we manage the pandemic. Thank you for watching this video and learning about these changes. If you found this information helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And consider leaving a comment below to share your thoughts. Your support helps the channel grow.